Welcome back to the Swim Doctor's office. Today I'm going to be going over what to do when your child does not want to get in the water. Now go ahead and slap that like button silly, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And with that being said, let's get started. Now, like I say with a lot of my videos, make it a game. If they don't want to get in the pool, they're not having fun necessarily. So make sure you bring some pool toys. Make sure you put on your patient pants. And just have fun with them. Another thing I do is I reward them. So when I'm teaching a child how to swim who does not want to get in the water, does not want to swim at all, just does not want to do it, I usually bring a toy in, or there's usually a specific thing that the kids really like, and I would bring that in. And if they get in the pool, then I'll let them play with the toy for the first few minutes as kind of like a reward. Or I know a lot of parents aren't really going to agree with this, but when I worked at a pool, we would give lollipops to the kids after their session was done. And so if they weren't listening or they weren't getting in the pool, anything like that, we'd be like, you ain't getting a little lollipop after. But a lot of the times we would give it to the kids anyways. But there's always those few kids that just were a pain. And they just would not listen no matter what. So they didn't get a lollipop, sad to say. I know. But the point is, try to reward them at first. Now, you don't want them to get too dependent on rewarding them, because eventually what's going to happen is they might take advantage of that. They'll take advantage of your niceness. They'll see that they're going to get, a piece of candy or a new toy every time they do something good, which you can't do all the time because, then they're going to expect it. And it's supposed to be a reward, not something that they expect to happen. Now, if that doesn't work, you're going to have to start getting into the disciplinary part of teaching the child how to swim, which is always not fun for the child and for the person teaching. And you can even explain that to the child too. Be like, look, I don't want to do this. I know you don't want to, sit out of the pool and take a timeout. I don't want to do that to you. Let's just do the lesson. Let's have a fun time. And then at the end, you could get a lollipop, or at the end, you'll get playtime. At the end of every lesson, I usually give the kids about 5 minutes just to play. And that's always a good thing for lessons. One, because then they have fun swimming and they're going to want to come back because they know that they're going to play at the end. But on the other side of that coin, that's also something you can take away as well if they're not listening. And most kids are going to want to play, so if you take away playtime, most likely they're going to listen after that. Now, that might sound a little rough, and it is a little rough. I don't exactly like doing that, but some kids have to know that, they got to do this. This is something that they have to do, and you're not going to take no for an answer, or else they're going to walk right over you. And I've had that happen when I started teaching kids how to swim. I used to have kids walk all over me all the time because of how nice I was. But you can be nice and you can be stern at the same time. So what I did is I learned I'll pick up the kids, I'll take them into the pool and, try to relax them, try to talk to them, ask them their favorite color, their favorite toy, that kind of stuff. If they're still kicking, crying, and screaming, and all that fun stuff, then that's totally okay to, take them out of the pool, try again next time. But doing that gets in their head that this is something that they have to do. And no matter if they're, just doing all that stuff and making life difficult, that this is going to happen. Now, obviously, you don't want to hurt the kids. That's not a good thing. So you don't want to be too forceful. Be gentle and let them know that you're not going to, hurt them. You don't have to say it physically, but they'll know. So that's kind of my advice is, first, try to make things fun. Try to reward them, try to, be nice guy. But if they're still not having it, then you gotta try to get them in the pool and let them know that this is something that they have to do. Or else it's gonna be really hard, like how it was for me in the beginning, where you have these kids that just take advantage of your niceness. At the end of the day, you want to leave the pool on a good note though. So always do positive reinforcement. Even if, they're giving you a hard time and you're not necessarily happy with everything that's been going on, try to leave on a positive note. Give them a high five. Let them know that they did a good job with trying to get in the pool. Okay, leave a like if you've watched the whole video. Maybe even subscribe to the YouTube channel. And come back to the Swim Doctor's office for more cures.